You were, and it was like amazing.
It's really great because Jen and Joe were watching me down there.
They were.
They knew what I had.
They were walking down there.
Yeah, I think at the end, because they didn't have to come down there and get some more.
Yeah, when it's exciting like that and it finishes right here, and I've got the fire in front of me, we can make a really nice show. When the stuff is going on. Everybody wrong. I got 100,000. I do it one time. I bring 3 or 4 people. I invest in every time.
What are you going to do?
I take 10,000 for myself.
And it's going to be like,
That's what I'm saying.
Great.
The crowdsourcing is there.
yeah.
But I mean,
But nobody's as good as you. We don't want to listen to everybody else. We want to listen to you.
it's good to have that.
And it gives you a break, too. Like,
I got a camera operator. You have the front 9. I get somebody to go to it.
I almost came down yesterday because Shallow has front 9. Yeah, and I knew that. So I'm like, I'm not even going to say anything because...
Is there a way that you can have like maybe like an iPad go down and just come?
I mean, there's so much interference. I mean, anything wireless, it's wireless. It's got everything has to be wired.
Cellular is this is, I have to be on Wi-Fi.
In a building like this, I mean, it might
Mine
work
runs
fine.
pretty well.
I know, but when you're uploading, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's gotten better since it's been involved.
It's not, it's just, I would don't trust Wi-Fi. I mean, we were sitting there randomly, and all of a sudden, the Wi-Fi reset, and Jennifer didn't she said, no, I dropped it in there, but her wife's probably. Totally understand. I mean, they have great internet here. You just, when you stream, you can't do a lot. It's just,
Actually, they were listening on YouTube.
Oh,
YouTube them came over here.
Yeah.
It's on the Switch page.
yeah.
I just
Okay, everybody, welcome into the finals of the 2025 Ebonite Winter Classic. We are in our bracket play portion. We have 4 bowlers that have qualified to be the top 4 of the Stepladder today. What we're about to watch are the 5th through the 10th place bowlers that are going to make up the 5th seed. So right now what we're watching is a bracket to determine who's going to be the 5th seed in the Stepladder. So what we have on the left side of your screen, it's a 1-game match head-to-head. We have Robert Vader in the yellow here. Or excuse me, that's Jason Miner in the yellow here. He's our number 7 seed taking on Robert Vader, who's in the black and red. He's the 10th seed. Right next door in the 8 versus 9 match, we have Blake Walsh, who's from Australia. He's wearing like a Van Halen-looking jersey today, which is kind of cool. A little tribute to Jeff Carter maybe out there. I don't know. Maybe he's a Jeff Carter fan. Not sure. Anyway, he's the number 8 seed taking on Dave Dentlinger. I believe he's the oldest player left in the field. This is a very youthful tournament every time we come up here. Dave bowled 258 the last game to get inside the number to make it inside the top 10. He was the biggest mover to get in and cost Bobby Habitler a spot in the top 10. So here we have it. Vader going to go first here in the 10 versus 7 match. Again, Vader's number 10. Jason Miner's number 7. That's on lanes 13 and 14. Getting things started right here. Bada boom, there we go. High scoring here. I'll bring the oil pattern up in just a second. Get a look at Dave Dentlinger. Dave taking on Blake Walsh. The winners of each one of these matches will then move to the other pair here, these 2 pairs. And Kyle Rosenberg, our number 5 seed, will come in and bowl a winner. And our number 6 seed, Kendrick Siders, will come in and bowl a winner. The winners of those 2 matches will then take each other on to determine to see who will be the number 5 seed. And then from there, in the first stepladder match, the number 4 seed is Garrett Meadows. Winner of that match will go on to take on Cameron Crow, who's our number 3 seed. The winner of that match will go on to take on our number 2 seed, which is Spencer Robarge, and our number 1 seed is Kevin Magnuson. When we look at all the players that are left here in the field, we do have one person that has won one of our major tournaments here, and that is Spencer Robarge. So we are looking for a possible another 2-time champion here in the Greater Iowa Bowling Association bowling tournaments. So this pattern this weekend, normally they're very difficult when you come up here to these 2 events in Waterloo. And this pattern is not a house shot by any means. I'm going to bring it up on the screen for you now. It is a 3-to-1 ratio pattern, but with the loads on the way back in the second part of the chart, there's a lot of built-up oil or hold for players when they start to go left to right for a right-hander, or right to left for a right-hander, or left to right for a left-hander. When you miss left, it creates a little bit of hold, and you can still hit the head pin. And that's why the scores have been so much higher here this particular weekend here in Iowa. But it's still a 3-to-1 ratio. But these players are killers. They're awesome bowlers. And we're going to see some really, really high scores throughout this broadcast here. I want to welcome in all of our viewers. Glad you're here with us here on Inside Bowling. I want to thank our sponsors really quick. I'd like to give a shout out to Ebonite, our title sponsor. It wouldn't be possible to have these events without our title sponsor for the Greater Iowa Bowling Association. Ebonite, if you're looking for a new bowling ball purchase, make sure you head over to ebonite.com. We'd also like to thank the Waterloo Convention and Visitors Bureau, Kwik Star and Kwik Trip Convenience Marts up here. Also, Brandon Steen from the Steen team. He's actually here in the house watching right now, so thank you, Brandon. I Am Bowling is our official jersey supplier, which is 25% savings there at iambowling.com using the coupon code GIBA, and that's good year-round. Also like to thank the Hampton Inn, being the official hotel of the Greater Iowa Bowling Association, and Other Place over on Ridgeway, a nice restaurant. Make sure you check it out when you're up here in Iowa. And we also want to thank our proprietors here at Cadillac XBC. You see that banner up on the top left. They'll actually be here for the PWBA Bowlers Journal event here, June 5th through the 7th, coming up this summer. So this is a bowling center that is absolutely dedicated to the future of our sport and professional bowling, as well as big amateur tournaments like this one right here. Also, while we're paying the bills, if you would like to support what we do here on Inside Bowling, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can share this video, you can like this video, and of course you can head over to our bowling website where we sell bowling balls, bags, shoes, accessories, everything a bowler needs. And then also we specialize in apparel, t-shirts, hoodies, lots of other things that we have, over 500 t-shirt designs. And you can save 15% year-round with coupon code YouTube. And this weekend we got a special on our polos, $29 polos, and you can still stack that coupon on top of it. So now that we have all of that out of the way, oil pattern, players, format, host, thank the sponsors, thank you guys for watching. Now we can get to the bowling. And as you can see, a lot of strikes. Strikes are aplenty so far. Only 2 misses in their 9 spares, which means the players are lined up on both of these pairs of lanes. A lot of different ways to attack this pattern. You could play the outside part of the lane with lower rev rate. If you were a high rev rate player or a 2-hander like Blake Walsh, you could play closer towards the 3rd arrow. So multiple angles of attack, but the lefties have pretty much used urethane. All the lefties that have had the most success use urethane left of the 2nd arrow, which is sometimes that happens, you know. This tournament cost $160 to get in, and first place is $3,000 today. Second place is $2,300. Third place is $1,800. Fourth is $1,400. Fifth is $1,200. Sixth is $1,000. If you finish in the 7th, 8th bracket category, you receive $850. And if you lose in these opening matches, you still receive $750 for your efforts here on a $160 entry. There's over $6,000 added into the prize fund here at this event this weekend. There's also an optional pot. Each player has the opportunity to up their entry fee by $10 in a pot that's called the Bet You Win pot. And if you end up winning the tournament and you put your $10 up, that's going to pay an additional $790. I don't know if every one of these players has done it so far, if they've all paid the $10. I would assume that they did. So first place would pay $3,790, including the bet you win pot. So we saw Blake Walsh come in high, now comes in light. That's not great when you're thinking about your ball reaction. We also saw Blake having some issues kind of nursing his leg in the last game. Blake was actually in 4th position going into the last game and fell all the way down here to 8th place after bowling 193 the last game, which goes to tell you about our scoring pace. Vader is cruising right along. He's got a 4-bagger to start things off. He is perfect thus far. And notice Blake, there's just something a little off with his footing, and he's really kind of hobbling on that left leg. I'm going to see if I can get an update.
What's wrong with your leg? When? This earlier in the week? So you bowled the whole tournament with that issue?
Blake just let me know that he pulled his hamstring earlier this week. He's been bowling the whole tournament with this issue. But as you have more and more games, more and more wear and tear on your body, it can get worse as it moves on, right? So Blake bowling not at 100% here, and I appreciate him giving me the access to ask that question. I will just say that all the bowlers here, as Vader's just locked in. He's like Darth Vader today. The bowlers give me great access. They completely respect what I'm doing up here. They know I'm trying to tell stories, let everybody know what's going on, and I do greatly appreciate the access that the players give me up here in Iowa. I certainly do. Dellinger, my man Dave. Dave's wearing an inside bowling T-shirt right there. It's called a practice tee, by the way, and you get brownie points when you wear those T-shirts on the live stream. Just saying. Funny story here about my man Jason Miner. Miner was battling. He found himself inside the top 10 with a game to go, and he was hitting lanes 19 and 20. And 19 and 20, when the right-handers have gone to that pair, it plays a little bit differently, and it's caused some havoc, and the scores have been a little bit lower. Kudos to him. He came up to me up here in the booth and said, hey, what's up with 19 and 20? Any ideas? I told him that they hook more in the fronts and they're tighter down lane. You can either control that with a little bit softer speed, or you can just move everything right. He softened his speed and pinched a little right and bowled a big enough game to stay inside the top 10. So 19 and 20, when we get there, that'll be our championship pair. It could be interesting if a right-hander makes it. More than likely, a right-hander won't be in that title match, just playing the odds, considering the top 3 are all left-handed and 5th is left-handed. But you never know. Might be able to see that. Can Garrett Meadows get there, or one of these other guys make a deep run to get to that title match, lanes 19 and 20? Something to look for a little bit later on this afternoon. Blake Walsh strikes on the right lane. Let's see if he can get a double going here and try to hang with Dave Dentlinger. A little quick on that one. Score's going to be high. I would imagine almost every match, every game, you're going to need about 240. You're going to need 240 to get the dub, and that may not even be enough in some of these matches that we're seeing here today. These players are elite, and when you give them just a couple of boards of room, look out. They're going to strike a bunch. Here's Vader. When you're playing an extreme inside angle like that, every once in a while you're going to get kind of a weird hit. And that one went a little bit further down the lane. That's that hold that's built into the back of the pattern on the reverse. And that ball just didn't quite hook soon enough. Comes in a little bit behind the head pin, leaves a 7-pin. Should be no problem for Vader. And Walsh with a nice spare there, converting the bucket. With ITCs and sectionals, all this stuff coming up, I hope Blake Walsh can maybe take a little time off and recover from this hamstring injury that he's dealing with. Not even sure how you deal with that. But all the best to Blake moving forward. No matter how he does in this tournament or anything, we want him to be healthy. So Dentlinger, he can smell a little blood in the water here. Let's see what happens. Dentlinger, another strike. Didn't like his footing there. Dave the veteran, the crafty vet. If I look through here, Vader is, I don't know everybody's ages, but let's just call him early 20s. Jason Miner, how old is Miner, I wonder? Upper 20s. Dentlinger, mid-40s. Blake Walsh is like 18. Rosenberg is young. Siders is young. Garrett Meadows, mid-20s, I guess. Cam Crow, low 20s. Robarge isn't even 20 yet, I don't think. Or maybe he is. He might be 21 now. And Kevin Magnuson, young. So Dentlinger, he's the dinosaur. That's my point. Dinosaur Dentlinger. Double D. We used to have Dave DeAntremont. Now we got Dinosaur Dentlinger. Oh, Messenger. How about that? You guys want a replay of that? I'll give you a replay. Not until Blake bowls, though. Replay coming up right after Blake's shot. Blake's in trouble right now. He's going to have to keep striking. Yeah, or start striking. That ain't good. Let's look at this Messenger again. Take a look at this thing. This thing just sends it over there, crossing the, in between the third and fourth arrows, keeping it nice and tight. And that's what you call youth. And it comes back with a 6 into the 10. Let's do a scoreboard update. Vader can bowl 279. And we got, what is that, 260? 110, 140, yep, 260 left for Jason Miner. Dentlinger's going to get the W. Blake Walsh. Blake, great tournament, man. It was awesome covering you, but we need you to get healthy, my friend. He can bowl 220. Again, we'll stay here on these two pairs for our next group of bowlers. Oh, wow, Vader just opened the door. I feel a draft in here. That's a 5 count, 3, 6, excuse me, 3, 4, 6, 7, 10. Walsh makes a little ball change. Why not? Never give up. Dentlinger, a great competitor. He's got respect for everybody out here. Gives him a 5 on the ball change. Needs to slide this 3 into the 4 and the 7. There is enough friction on the outside part of the lane that the degree of difficulty on this is not really all that high compared to some patterns where there's a lot of oil on the outside part of the lane. Just gets count. So let's see what the scoreboard tells us. How quickly things can change. Max score 245 for Vader. Miner can still bowl 260. Dentlinger rolling. Dave's in a good mood, too. He knows he's bowling on a free roll here. He knows he's taking on all the kids. He came up to the booth afterwards and goes, Mike, you need anything to drink? I mean, he's loving life right now. And Dave is no stranger to the finals here. I've been calling these things for, what I say earlier, 14 years or so. Dave has probably made 8 finals when I've been here. This guy can bowl. All right, Vader needs to set up the 9th here. And about an even match, really. But max scores doesn't tell us the same. That was a nice shot from Vader. We got Vader versus Skywalker here. That's how I'm going to call it. Dave, don't waste all those strikes early, bud. You got a long way to go here to motor through. Dentlinger's got such a classic game. Perfect rotation, great touch. Here we go. Push. Wow, got away with it. That's those loads on the way back. I'm talking about the oil pattern. You get away with those shots, and that's why scores were so high this week. You get in the right spot with the right ball, going away from the head pin a little bit, which means going left to right for a right-hander, and you can create hold. Blake Walsh, just FYI, I'm just throwing it out there. He's the type of talent that going to Mount Mercy that he can potentially, win on tour. He is that good. Wow, look at that shot right there from Miner. That puts Miner in the 250s. That's going to solidify the win for Miner. So our number 7 seed is going to move on. Our number 9 seed is going to move on. 7 and 9. Dentlinger and Minor. There you go, Blake. Needed those two for 246. .246 for Minor. Made it a little bit closer than I thought was going to happen there. Needed count. Got just enough. I feel like I'm missing something here. Vader taking a lot of time here to finish out. He can only bowl 245, so he's shut out. But he's taking his time as if he needs all three of them here in the 10th to advance. 200 for Walsh. He'll be back. I think he's bowled this tournament twice, made the finals both times. And old Dave Dentlinger, 270 something. 270. Vader, make sure you fill this up for me here. Get the 245. Make it close. There it is. 246 to 245. Minor over Vader. And 270. Jeez, Dave, come on. 276 for Dentlinger over Blake Walsh. So as we move ahead, we've got Kyle Rosenberg coming into scene. And Kendrick Siders. And I never remember who's bowling who. But I'm building my graphic right now, just waiting to see. Nice bowling. Nice tournament, man. Yep. Heal up. Yeah, heal up, buddy. I know. Yeah. All right, let's see. Joe's down there directing traffic. Dentlinger's going on the left, which we knew that. And all right, looks like we got Rosenberg taking on Dentlinger. So that's 5 versus 9. And then we've got 6 versus 7. Let's make sure I got that right. Export this graphic real quick. Call this one bracket 2. Save. Boom. Let's get you a new graphic up here. Let's do it in a 3D plane. You guys ready for this? Whoop, 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 whoop. There we go. 5 versus 9, 6 versus 7. Kyle Rosenberg taking on Dave Dentlinger. Kendrick Siders taking on Jason Miner. Going to get a little practice here. And then we'll be moving from here. This will be the last game that we'll see these pairs in play. Get a look at our first left-hander here in Kyle Rosenberg. Lefties have had a pretty good look here using urethane out. Once again, remember our number 4 seed is Garrett Meadows. Our number 3 seed today is Cameron Crowe. Our number 2 seed is Spencer Robars. Our number 1 seed is Kevin Magnuson. Hi, brother. Good seeing you.
Me too. Much better the second day.
Yeah.
The second set.
Yeah.
Thanks for the help.
You bet. All right, folks, while they practice, I'm going to go check with Joe on something, and I will be right back. All right, everybody, welcome to 5 verse 9, 6 verse 7. Here we go. Action underway. Getting my camera set up for our future matches, which will go to lanes 21 and 22, 25 and 6, 23 and 4, back to 21 and 2. And our championship match will take place on lanes 19 and 20 here at Cadillac XBC. So a strike from the southpaw to get things started against Dinosaur Dentlinger. And here comes Mr. Siders, Kendrick Siders. He's perfect 1 for 1. So the new guys coming in, 1 for 1 each. Rosenberg and Siders. Just want to take a second and say what a great young man Blake Walsh is. He said some of his folks back home were watching. He really appreciates the kind words, but call it like I see it. That's all I can say. Players that were eliminated in the last round, if you're just tuning in, receive $750 for their efforts. And the players eliminated in this round will receive $850 for their efforts. Once you make it into the top 6, you are guaranteed at least $1,000 on a $160 entry fee. Glad you're with us here today on Inside Bowling. Thanks for being here. I want to say hello to everybody in our chat room. Oh, I did not put a link to the standings in this final live stream. I had a lot going on here. Sorry about that. I will add that right now. Event info. There you go. Pin that at the top. Let us know who you're rooting for in the chat or where you're watching from. Certainly would appreciate that. A little roll call out there. A 10-pin for Minor. And here is Kyle Rosenberg looking for a double. Whee! It's a good looking shot right there. Dave Dentlinger just gave me a thumbs up because he knows what he's up against. By the way, we've got him wearing, Rosenberg's wearing a Storm shirt and he's throwing a purple hammer. That always kind of messes with me a little bit. But you know what? Most bowlers have a mixed bag, right? You're not tied to one company in particular. Maybe he just likes the way the Storm shirt looks, but he needs his purple hammer for this tournament. I hope that Dave doesn't think I'm being disrespectful by calling him Dinosaur Dave. That's just kind of what we got to call him right now, considering who he's up against in this field. Dave's like my age, by the way. Just that's why I'm allowed to say it. And you guys know I always pull for the women in men's events, and I pull for the older dudes. So Dave is my dinosaur. We got a little Belgium checking in here today. Rhode Island. What kind of dinosaur is Dave? Is he like a, I mean, is he just a T-Rex? Is that him? So a couple of opens now on lanes 15 and 16 for Siders and Minor. Players are perfect over here on lanes 13 and 14. Got a little Amsterdam checking in, a little Cleveland checking in. He didn't love that one off his hand. But it's that hold. It's that built-in hold. Now Siders through the face. Oh, 5 isn't going to fall. Are you kidding me? Take a look at that one more time. Watch this 5 pin. Not nice. Man, these lefties are going to be tough today. I'm telling you right now. Kyle Rosenberg, front 5 at Dinosaur Dave. I like what we have here in the chat from Michael. He says he's a Bulbasaur. I kind of like that, a Bulbasaur. Miner picks up the 5 pin, waves to his fans here. So quite a contrast in these two matches, right? We've got strike open open and strike open spare on lanes 15 and 16. 13 and 14, we've got team 9-bagger. Great shot from Dave. Miner back on it. All strikes and 9s. That's a good sign. Promo code for the polos, just use YouTube, and they're already marked down on the website. Thanks for asking. Dinosaur Dave, front 6. Oh, and our first miss over here on lanes 13 and 14. Nice cover for Siders. Nice shot there from Siders, getting back on it. Very important. Oh, that was not fun. Let's take a look at that one more time. Just packed it. Dinosaur Dave finding some bones. Rosenberg with a nice smile on his face. These guys respect one another. Makes 2 good shots in the pocket. Doesn't carry either one. He's still got 268 left. Nice shot there from Miner. Jason Miner now with a triple up on the board, and he's got himself a lead through 5.5 frames against Kendrick Siders. Remember, the winners of each one of these matches will go on to play each other to determine who will be the number 5 seed. It's going to take place on lanes 21 and 22. And Dave makes his first errant shot. It's kind of crazy how that happens. Sider starting to find it now. It's a good sign. Nice shot from D squared. All right, so Jason Miner has an opportunity over here to really take advantage in this match. We've got a possible 212 left for Siders, 258 for Miner. Meanwhile, if you're Kyle Rosenberg, you got to be really happy that Dave Dentlinger missed. Gives you a little bit of confidence here going up to make this shot. Just needs to make 2 more good shots. Carry all the pins. Left a 7 pin the last time over here. And there it is. He's been doing this all weekend, folks. Very smooth style. Really been impressed with the way he delivers the ball onto the lane. Here's Miner on the right pair. Little ring 10. Little ring 10. If you're Siders, you're like, all right, I got a little bit of life here. Again, max score for Siders is 212. Miner going at a 207 pace. Can still bowl 237. Rosenberg left lane. And that was his first errant shot of the match. Last time over there, he ran him over for that 8 pin. Right now, Dinosaur Dave takes the lead, sitting on the bench. Well, he had the lead already, but no pressure applied there. All right, nice strike there for Miner. It's always nice to strike and sit down, wait for your opponent to do what he's going to do. Gives you the opportunity to kind of Relax a little bit when you got the strike under your belt, because you can always compound that and parlay that into more pins. Every time you strike, it compounds 10 more pins on the frame that you just had. So it's always a good feeling. 248 the max for Rosenberg. So Dave Dentlinger's magic number is 249. And 189 in the 7th. If he went 9 out, that would give him 218, 228, 237, 246, right? 9 out would be 246. So he needs a mark. Siders just has not been comfortable over here on 15 and 16. Oh boy. He got that one to the dry a little quick, but strikes. Dave Dentlinger's moving on, ladies and gentlemen. He's moving on. Number 9 seed. Who's he going to get? 7 seed minor, 6 seed Siders. Remember, Kyle Rosenberg is going to receive $850 for his weekend. Ooh, I don't know what just happened there. That was weird. Nice shot there from Siders. We've seen that all weekend from him. 189 the max score. 190 the magic number now for minor. Well, welcome in all 610 viewers. Most viewership we've had all weekend. Thanks for being here, everybody, here on Inside Bowling. We've got a great stepladder ahead of us. We're in our bracket play right now, determining who's going to be the number 5 seed in this tournament. Our number 4 seed is Garrett Meadows today. Our number 3 seed is young Cameron Crowe. Number 2 seed is also young Spencer Robars, and our number 1 seed is also young Kevin Magnuson. And if you were watching during our final game earlier today in the Cashers round, all 3 of their top 3 were all vying for the top seed. And they were all bowling right around each other. And every time one of them would strike, they would fist pump, get excited. We heard a little bit of raw emotion, some verbiage, all positive. And they were battling it out there on the lanes. And it was Magnuson that ended up protecting the lead. Robars protected second by a pin over Crowe. So we've got some exciting stuff coming up for you here this afternoon. Very exciting stuff coming up here. Minor will take that. He's going to take it and run. Little 1-3 pocket hit, 6 into the 10. 279 for Dittlinger is the final number. And that's a W for Dave. And Kyle Rosenberg just ran into a big number. Now, Dittlinger bowled 276 the first game and just bowled 279 this game. Dinosaur Dave right now is taking out communities. He's killing it right now. Minor has wrapped it up. 205 his max. Nice job, Kyle. Nice tournament. Great bowling. .203 your final score. Told you we'd have some high scores here today. 246 looks like. Yep. So in our first matches, it was Minor over Vader, 246 to 245. Dentlinger 276 over Blake Walsh's 200. Dentlinger just bowls 279, back-to-back 270s, defeats Kyle Rosenberg's 246. Jason Minor bowls 205, and a bit of a tougher match over here. And Kendrick Siders gets one there. Not a good score for Kendrick, but a great tournament. It's great covering him as well. Coming up here, 9 versus 7, Dentlinger versus Minor. Over on lanes 21 and 22. I believe for the most part I've got this set up over here. Now I just got to build my graphic and we'll be good to go. We've got verse 7. All right, Minor versus Dentlinger. Here we go. Bracket play. This is going to determine who's going to be our number 5 seed for our stepladder here. So we'll contest this match on lanes 21 and 22. Then we're going to move down to lanes 25 and 26. Then we're going to move to 23 and 24, 21 and 22 again, and then 19 and 20. Be our lanes in play. I'm going to let the players practice, and I'll be here to bring you this match. have no soundboard, so
Yeah.
just keep that in mind.
Just don't cough and sneeze.
Yeah, just pull them aside.
Yeah, right.
All right, everybody, here we go. We are now here in our determining who is going to be the 5-seed match. Joe Engelkiss is going to join me here in the booth here for a while. Awesome to have you here, Joe. We got Dave Dintlinger, who's riding the hot hand right now, as Bo Burton used to say. He's bowled 276 and 279. He's our number 9 seed. This is why we do this format, to see if a guy can make a run and win the tournament all the way from down in the very first matches. He's taken on Jason Miner, who's been very good as well.
Yeah, both these guys had very good tournaments, and the finals, they've looked pretty solid.
Miner kind of just surviving. The last pair, he and Siders kind of were in a very low-scoring match, comparatively speaking to the rest of the field. But with that said, he's done everything he's needed to do. He caught that 19 and 20 that last game, and he was able to bowl and navigate a good enough game to stay inside the top 10.
Yeah, Jason's been on kind of a roll at home. I know he's wasn't that long ago. I think he shot 878 or something like that in league. So he's capable of throwing a lot of strikes.
Yeah, I think every player we have left here in the field are tremendous players. You get a great group that comes up here every year. This tournament's sold out. A lot of squad changes though the last few years. A lot of competing tournaments. A lot of people making last-minute decisions whether or not they want to drive up here or stay at home. I know it's been tough on you trying to figure all that out.
Oh, that's always a a definite challenge, but something I don't mind too much. Fortunately, we've got really good base of members that try to be a little more flexible and switch squads if I need them to, that type of thing, and help us keep it filled. So that's always nice. Yeah, just.
A little bit light here for Miner on this shot here.
Yeah.
Saw him come in light a little bit in the last match as well.
Yeah, the experience factor definitely favors Dave in this one. He's been a really solid player here in the Midwest for a long time.
He's made a lot of finals. I
Yes,
got introduced to Dave coming up here for these events. 2011, Joe. That's when we started doing this.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Can you believe that?
A couple of years ago.
We're still doing it.
Yeah, we're still doing it.
So I love it. I do. I keep coming.
Yeah.
Love it. Dave is by far the oldest player, and Dave left a 10-pin.
Uh-oh.
Call the news.
Yeah.
I've been calling him Dinosaur Dave.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. That's his new name.
He's not that old.
Well, he's Dinosaur Dave compared to the rest of the field.
Okay.
People are loving it.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's D squared, Dave Dentlinger.
Yeah.
Dinosaur
Yeah.
Dave.
Yeah.
Dave DeEntremont was the big D.
Right,
Now we got Dave Dentlinger.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
He's wearing an Inside Bowling T-shirt, which always adds an extra
Oh, yeah.
2 hits a game.
Yeah, it should.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And he's using the magic ball.
Yep. Dave was in such a good mood after bowling 250 the last game.
I bet he was.
To get into the number. He was way outside of the number. Knocked out Bobby Hebetler, another young gun.
Yep.
So he's trying to play spoiler here today to all of youth bowling. And he comes up to the booth, and I told the audience this once already. He's like, Mike, you need anything to drink? Anything to drink, Mike? Everything's going good for me right now.
Yeah. He's a great guy.
He's one of my favorites.
Very, very dear friend. Oh.
Uh-oh.
That one jumped on him.
4, 6, 7, and that was after a ring 10 on the right lane. So we got to keep an eye on the trends here.
Yep.
Because if he's going high on the left lane and kind of light pocket on the right lane, that means the left lane should be hooking more. Which could be in the heads, it could be in the mid lane. A lot of different things going on out there. This pattern is 3-1, which is not a house shot by any means, but these players really bowled well and excelled on this lane pattern.
They definitely made it look like a house shot, especially this crew today.
At one
Man, there's
point,
a lot of big games.
I told the audience, I said, if they were bowling on a house shot, the scores might be lower. Just simply because most of these players aren't used to bowling on a house shot.
Yeah,
Right?
true.
When they get cliffed.
Mm-hmm.
Minor
goodness.
through the face now.
Wow.
This pair is not playing too well for these guys. But this is playing right into Dave Dentlinger's hands right here. Because for Dave to keep making a run here, you know, you can't bowl 270 every game.
No.
Right?
No, that's
I mean, you
right.
can, but probably won't happen.
Yeah.
Law of averages. So these are the types of games that if Dave is going to make a run and try to win this thing, he needs his opponent to slow down to him when he slows down, and that's what's happening right here in this match.
Yeah.
So, scoreboard tells the story. We got a 4-pin match right here with 7 frames to go. Advantage to Dentlinger, believe it or not.
Yeah. He just had a little better count on his split. That's all. That's the only difference.
Trip 4.
Oh, yes, he did.
How about that?
Yeah, his first 2 shots were very light in the pocket. He obviously adjusted a little bit. Boy,
Take a look at that one
took
again.
Yeah.
Slow-mo, we'll see. He's crossing just right at 20, about 18 or so. Didn't like it off his hand.
It looked like he tugged a little.
Take it.
Yeah. Big strike, really.
Uh-oh. We almost had a lily there, meaning
Yeah.
the 5, 7, and the 10.
Hmm.
So the right lane appears to be tighter for Dentlinger, without question.
Yeah.
Little wrap 10, which we didn't see at all in the last match. And now a 7-10. I thought we were going to see one picked earlier this week. There were a couple guys that got that really close to bouncing out.
Yeah,
Got the A2 pin setters here, so pins do like to bounce. Shout out to the team here as well with the lanes. They've done a really great job of keeping these A2s in great shape. Speaking of dinosaurs, these A2 pin setters, they are dinosaurs anymore. I've noticed they've slowed them down, and they're running great. Had a really nice weekend.
Yeah, they are definitely slow, but they did that to preserve the machines a little bit.
Exactly.
Save some wear and tear. Oh, that one
Oh, a
went.
little 4, 5,
Yeah.
7 falling out late.
Yeah, they've got a younger lanesman here that's a mechanic. He's really solid. He cares a lot, and he spent a lot of time in the back end fixing, rebuilding, and he's got these machines humming pretty well.
Met him last night. We were
Yep.
actually talking about the pin setters. We had some
Yeah.
mechanics in the chat, and he came up and said, "Hey, man, thanks for what you said."
Yeah.
There's a nice
Drew's
shot.
Drew's a very, very nice young man.
Yeah, Drew, that's his name.
Yeah.
Good dude. Well, we got a double. We got our first double.
We did get it, a double. That's a big one, too. Eh?
Eric Pollock picked up the 7-10 on B squad yesterday, I'm being told.
Oh, I did not know that.
Jerry Marr is always coming to the rescue with all the information.
Yeah.
All right, it's a big shot here in the 6th. Opportunity to extend the lead. Nice shot right there by
Crushed it.
Minor.
Crushed it. Jerry Mars does a nice job helping promote these events, too. I appreciate all his help there. I wondered who was bumping that. Jake Cook giving the table a bump on that last strike.
Yeah. Yep. Just got to remind the guys.
Yeah, Jake's a real good friend of Jason Miner's. Hey, now we got some strikes going on here. All right.
252 max score right now for Miner.
235 for Dave Dentlinger.
Isn't it amazing how we could do that math that quickly, Joe? We are gifts. We are like,
Well,
we're free children of God.
after 50-some years, it's second nature.
I actually think there should be a test. There should be like you get the most smartest bowling mathematicians in a room, and it's like Jeopardy. You flash up a score. What's the max score?
Max.
You ring in and you got to call. You got to say what it is. Oh, little trip four from Dinosaur Dave.
Hey, there's an old guy trip right there.
That's right.
Yeah. Old school.
You know what's funny is Dave Dentlinger. He's like the mayor. Everybody loves this
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
Everybody
Well,
likes him, right? And there's nothing worse than losing to a guy that you love, and he just man, nice match, man. And he just takes your money and just keeps going.
Oh, yeah.
He just keeps rolling up the ladder. Miner, here we are in the 7th. Good shot.
Oh, a nice light mixer.
That was a good one.
They are
He's bowling good. He has gotten lined
Yep.
up. He's bowled good all day. Look how he stays down.
Yep.
Nice game. Really nice game.
Yep. He bowled for William Penn. I think he graduated probably, I'm guessing 3 or 4 years ago, maybe.
He also does a nice job of matching with the hat, with the
Yeah.
jersey. He's got that one darker brown stripe in the middle of the jersey, which makes him be able to pull the hat off. And that's another flusher right there.
Yep.
This
I
guy's
don't think
plumbing
he
him.
liked it.
No, but
He's
that's
shaking his
again.
head, but it flushed.
Again, when you get in the right
the
part of the
right-
lane, you have miss left
Accident.
because of the reverse loads
Yep.
and the length of the pattern, 43
Right.
feet. If Dentlinger strikes in the 8th and the 9th, do you think he wins the match?
Yeah, probably. That's where the little bit of veteran comes into play, probably. Although, so far, Jason has pretty much done what he had to do in the 10th frame to pull matches.
True. Absolutely.
So who knows? Who knows?
Absolutely. I want to see Dave double here, though.
Yeah,
Just to
that-
see. Just
make
to,
it interesting.
Exactly. Yep.
Make it very interesting.
Now, me in my younger days, I'd have taken a re-rack here to ice my opponent.
Yeah.
But back then we didn't have live streaming, so I might have made the live stream guy mad. You know what I mean?
Especially here, because you re-rack here and you're about 2 minutes later before you
Yeah.
get to take the next shot.
Here we go, Dave, in the 9th foundation
It's
frame.
close.
Oh,
and
the
he
4 and
trips
the
a 4.
9.
Now that's the double old guy trip.
Yeah,
there.
how does the mayor pull that off? Only the mayor can pull that off. That's it. Look at this.
Yeah.
Whoop.
He
Oh,
says,
yeah.
I paid my dues.
That's right, time after time. So again, max scores, we got 235 for the double D, whether it's Dave Dentlinger or Dinosaur Dave, whatever you prefer. And we got, what, 252
Yep. Huge shot here.
for Miner. Here we go. Oh, and he buries
Oh,
it.
crushed it.
Buries it.
Crushed it. Boy, once these guys got it figured out, they are striking.
Yep.
Striking. If he gets a strike here, it's going to be over.
Yep.
Well, barring another Greek church.
Correct. Yep.
So
True.
Can't afford another terrible
Strike
count.
strike puts them in a really
Yep.
good spot. Then he'll just need some count.
Yep.
But if he doesn't strike, he could be in the 230s.
Yep. Oh, he didn't.
Uh-oh.
You got a rocking 4-pin here. Now it's interesting.
Take a look at it here in half speed.
Looks like he got it just a touch wider. Just ever so slightly wider.
That pin was leaning.
Yes, it was. Rock a lot.
Dintlinger can bowl 235.
Yep.
231 now the max for Jason
I
Miner.
have the spare to make him double.
Yep. And this right lane's played tighter for Dintlinger. I realize he's got it going
Yeah,
here, but he
yeah.
did 7-10 on this right lane. He did wrap 10 in the second and the fourth.
Then he carried that 457 Swisher light one, and the last one was very good on that lane. So we'll see. We will see. Oh, just right.
All right, nice game. 231 for Jason Miner. 231. Is it enough? Remember, the winner of this match is going to go on to take on Garrett Meadows down on lanes 25 and 26 coming up next. Here comes
Flushed it.
Dinosaur Dave.
Flushed it.
Gets the first one. He's got to have the next one. You know what I love about Dave? Dave just came back, wanted to double check what he needed, and just grabbed his Mick Ultra and just took a drink out of his Mick Ultra. That's part of his pre-shot routine, is taking a drink out of the Mick Ultra. I love this. I really do. That's the difference between Dinosaur Dave and the youngins. So here we go, Dave. This is it. We just got to, if he executes the shot here, he's just got to carry the 10. I think that's the key here. Got a handful of
He
it.
liked it off his hand, you could tell.
Man, what a shot.
That was a fabulous shot.
Take a look at it again. All right, so he has 225 right now. He needs seven pins on this ball.
Yep. I like his chances.
The winner of this match will take on Garrett Meadows in the next match.
Yes.
Down on lanes 25 and 26.
Yep, another strike.
Dave Dintlinger,
235.
235 and a
Moves
winner.
on.
All right, everybody, when we come back, we're going to have our first match in our traditional stepladder. Garrett Meadows taking on Dave Dintlinger, lanes 25 and 26. I'm going to put a thumbnail up on the screen so I can adjust these cameras, and we'll have the action for you here in just a moment. Congratulations to Jason Miner on a great tournament. He's going to finish in 6th position and receive $1,000 for his efforts. We will be right back. I'll leave the audio on.
more shots they got, do you know?
One.
I think one each.
I think. He said it's set for 8 shots and says 6 is the
All right, everybody, I believe the players are ready. Garrett Meadows taking on Dave Dentlinger, our number 4 seed Meadows. Meadows jumped all the way up to 4th. He bowled 279 the last game. He found himself jumping up, I believe, 8 spots all the way up to 4th. Maybe that was a little bit more, but I think he was just inside the top 10, made it all the way up to 4th. And he's been sitting for a while. But he's ready to go. He's using urethane throughout most of when he got his scores, from what I could tell. But looks like he's using a reactive ball here to get going.
Yeah, he moved way deep here.
Moved in, huh?
Yeah. Way inside.
Little 4-pin there.
Yeah, might have got that in just a little. Yeah, Garrett just started bowling our major events 2 years ago, I believe. Was the first time we saw him. Strong, high rev, young. Well, let's see what Dave has figured out here. His first 2 shadow balls in this lane were not very good. Then he left solid 8 on his last one, so might have got something figured out. We'll see.
Dentlinger trying to climb this entire ladder from as far out as you possibly can.
Oh,
Gets the light hit.
yeah.
This is his favorite way to play the lanes, I believe.
Oh,
He-
yeah.
He
Definitely.
likes getting in.
Yep.
He's throwing it to that right rangefinder, really, down lane.
Yep.
Those dark markers. It's all about getting your feet in the right spot, having the right amount of ball speed to get the ball back. Dave's very good at this. We've got Murderer's Row of lefties coming up after this match.
Yeah, this is the last righty we have left.
Yeah.
So
Yep, that's it. So whoever
We're
makes it out of this
fresh out.
one, they're the
great right
hope.
hope.
Yep, exactly. Yep.
no doubt about it.
Nice shot by
Very
Dave.
nice.
Opening double for Dave. It is kind of cool to have somebody from prehistoric times bowling in our stepladder here.
Yes, it is.
Dave is not an old man by any means, but compared to this field, how old do you think Garrett is? He would be the next.
23.
Oh, is he?
Dave asked him.
Oh, he did.
He's
Okay.
23.
So Garrett's 23. Cam's what? 20.
Probably 22, 23. 22 maybe.
In 2021, Cam was 19.
No, so he's a little older then. Okay.
So 23 for Crow, I believe. These are guesstimates.
That sounds right.
Robarge,
He's
21 maybe.
21 maybe. Yeah. Junior in college maybe.
He was born in 2002. August 20th, 2002. So he's 22.
22.
Yeah, 22 for Robarge. And then Kevin Magnuson. How old is
He's
he?
younger. He would be the youngest, I believe. Ooh,
Uh-oh.
4-pin now, 9-pin on that lane.
Left lane hooking a little bit more
Evidently.
for Garrett.
Evidently.
Garrett Meadows, 4 seed. Dave Dentlinger, 9 seed. Cam Crow, Spencer Robarge, Kevin Magnuson coming up here in our traditional step ladder. Glad you're with us here on Inside Bowling. I'd like to welcome in the most viewers we've had all weekend. If you want to find out more information about these great events that Joe and the Fam Bam run, you can check it out at giba-bowling.com. Bowling Center's starting to pick up with busyness.
Yes, it is. Nice to see that.
We got a birthday party just to the left of our booth.
Nice to see that open play going on. Ooh, no senior trip on that one.
Nope, a true 4-pin.
Yep.
Pretty even match so far. Guys are around the pocket. Nice shot from Dave.
That was a great shot. 10 in the pit all day.
279 max score. Remember, it was Dentlinger 276 in match number 1, 279 in match number 2. And then he had 235 in the last match, had to strike out to do so. So Dentlinger a little 780 to start things out here. 79 and 76 is
55.
155 and 35.
90,
790. He opened with 790.
Wow.
Garrett says, well, I'll just start striking. I like the right lane. Now he's got to figure out the left lane.
He's been close on this lane, a 4-pin and a 9-pin, so just dial it in a little bit and make this a match. Nine-pin match right now, 270 max score for Garrett Meadows.
Garrett does take a lot of time on the approach.
Yes, he does.
He gets set, and once he gets set, he does a lot of tinkering with his bowling ball.
Yeah, he grabbed a mitt full of that one.
Just not comfortable on the left lane at all right now. Spencer Robarge is here doing a little bit of practicing down on the practice pair, lanes 33 and 34. Looks like Cam Crow has also now decided to join him.
Yep. Getting ready.
Player that's eliminated in this position will receive $1,200 on the $160 entry fee. Remember, $3,000 is up top. Are all the players left in the Bet You Win pot?
No.
No.
No. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
That's a bad thing.
That's a bad chop of the spare there. Who is not in the Bet You Win pot?
The #1 qualifier.
Really?
The only one.
Wow. Kevin Magnuson is not in.
Nope.
Which means if he were to win the tournament, that carries over to the next major?
Well, no, it'll carry over to this tournament next year.
This tournament
Yes.
next year. Okay.
Yes.
Wasn't sure how that worked. Dinosaur Dave looking good across this bowling center so far. 790 to open up. And now he's terrorizing pair after pair.
Well, just crawling his way up the ladder.
He is.
The big ladder. The major ladder.
The D-Rex.
Yes.
Tyrannosaurus Dave.
Dave. Yes.
Grimlock from Transformers. He's Dave Lock.
Yeah.
Or Grim Dave.
Munching his way up the ladder.
He sure is. Terrorizing towns on the way.
Absolutely.
Putting them down. Oh, hook.
Wide.
But he's got that. Some way, somehow, he's able to get
and
that.
it went. It went the last
I would
second.
not want to be bowling this guy right now.
No,
He is a bad man.
Yeah, he definitely found some area there. That's the one thing he told me he couldn't do was miss right. But he did there, and he got it.
Well, on this pair he can.
Yeah.
He got one right in the last match that I thought, or maybe it was 2 matches ago,
Yeah.
that I thought might have got just too far right. But because he's so deep,
Yeah.
there's
yeah.
really no oil when it
No.
gets down that far right.
Right,
It's
right.
past the lane pattern. Nice shot from Garrett.
Yeah,
He's
very
locked on the
nice.
right lane.
Yeah.
But yeah, because the pattern's 43 feet,
Right.
like when it's getting that far right, it's past 43 feet. So it's all dry.
Right. Right.
Plus a little carry down from whatever bowling balls have gone down there.
Mhm.
So they're asking in the chat, do you know the weekend of the Fall Classic next year yet?
Not for sure.
Okay.
Typically, it's 2 weekends after Labor Day. Typically, but the one thing I have to do is always clarify the dates with the Waterloo Convention Visitors Bureau. They kind of dictate because of the money they throw at it when we can run it.
Okay.
I have never had them say no when I request a date, but I don't want to jeopardize that funding, so you got to jump through some hoops for those guys, but obviously it's well worth it. I think it's about a 8-page document you got to fill out and with all your plans and how you market and
Gotcha.
how you're going to represent Waterloo and you got to make it sound worth the while in order for them to throw money at it. So it's it's a process, but you know, the funny part is, I know there's a lot of tournament directors out there. If you're running tournaments and they're more than one day, go to your local convention visitors bureau and ask them the process to request grant funding for their event, because if you've got people staying in hotels, they've got money to spend.
Yeah.
It's not easy to get your foot in the door. Once you have, it's well worth it.
So Garrett gets the double on the left lane, and Dave leaves a little 4-pin here on the right lane, on the lane that, you know, as it would appear to be a little bit tighter.
Yeah, that's the second 4-pin he's left on that lane, though. Kind of strange, but he might be just trying to keep it a little tighter because it's tighter down lane. 259 max to 236 max here. 258, I guess. That's an 8, and my old eyes don't work as good as they used to.
And that was about executed as good as you possibly can.
He likes that
He didn't
lane
get
a
that
lot.
one as far right. That was a 10 out of 10 on the execution scale there. What a great shot from Dave.
He definitely likes that lane. Let's see, what September 8th. I'm guessing we're going to be the 20th and 21st of September for the Fall Classic. Because oh, wait a minute. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure Labor Day is going to be the 8th this year.
Garrett to stay in the match. Leaves a 7-pin. Best he can bowl is 215 now, so the magic number for Dave Dentlinger is 216. He's going at a 226 pace.
Actually, Labor Day is the 1st, so we might be a week earlier than that. They might want us to do the 13th or 14th. I'll have to check on that. Travel safe, man. Well, for any chance, Garrett's going to have to figure this lane out. Set one up in the 9th. 215 max score now.
Beautiful.
Beautiful shot is right.
Back-to-back strikes on that lane.
Yep.
Something's going on here between Dave and Garrett. I don't know if it's a re-rack situation. Oh, looks like they need to reverse the arrows for some reason. Something weird happened there.
Maybe. Yeah, it looks like they reversed the arrows. Not sure what was going on there. They should normally flip automatically. That was strange.
So again, Garrett can bowl 215. 216 is the magic number.
Absolutely. Anytime. No. We'll end up on 19.
Dave going at a 228 pace. That would be spare, strike, spare.
Yeah, they won't come any further.
And Dave just
That's it.
threw a strike there. So that's going to about seal it for
Yep.
Dave Dentlinger.
Yeah, he's on 230 pace now, so an open will still leave him at 220s.
Fast tracking it out here.
Yep.
So Garrett Meadows is going to come home fifth and receive $1,200 for his efforts. Nice tournament from Garrett. Was really impressed with him down the stretch earlier today.
255.
So Dentlinger, yeah, bowls 255 after bowling 790 to start things out here. He's just continuing to roll. He's going to have Cameron Crowe up next. Then Spencer Robars, then Kevin Magnuson. I believe the next two opponents' combined age is Dave's age.
I'm not sure they quite get there. Dave's getting close to that magic senior number. Not sure.
Dave is showing his youth, though. He's
absolutely.
He's voice to texting. He's voice texting down there. 255 for Dinosaur Dave. 215 for Garrett here if he finishes this out. There you go. Trip the two pin for good measure. 255, 215. Dave wants a nap.
You're calling me D-Rex?
D-Rex, yeah, that came from the chat.
Baby. Where are we at now?
All right, everybody, I am going to be right back. We're moving to lanes 23 and 24. I'm going to pop up our thumbnail up on the screen. I'll leave the sound on. And when I come back, we'll be having our next match, Cam Crowe versus Dinosaur Dave Dentlinger.
Dave down there talking Cam's ear off, trying to get the advantage.
Okay, everybody, welcome back. Continuing coverage, 2025 Ebonite Winter Classic practice is over. We've got Cameron Crowe taking on Dave Dentlinger in our next match here in the Stepladder Finals. Cam is the number 3 seed. Dentlinger technically is your 5 seed, but he was the 9th seed going into the bracket format. The winner of this match will go on to take on Spencer Robars, and then our tournament leader who's been waiting in the wings, Kevin Magnuson. So here we go. Cam Crowe, a lot of speed, a lot of power. He won his way onto the tour and tour trials this past summer, and he's been competing on the PBA National Tour and is currently 15th in points right now on the PBA Tour. Vying for Rookie of the Year. Got off to a good start this year in Delaware and bowled pretty well at the U.S. Open as well. Made the top 24 at the U.S. Open. Looking to have a big World Series of bowling next week in Reno. Actually, next week's the Mike Albee Classic, and then they'll continue to be in Reno for the World Series of bowling, which is the next couple weeks after that. Got righty versus lefty, urethane versus reactive. Dentlinger continues to climb. Whoa. And Messenger for Dave.
Solid pin action there. Tumble that head pin over there. That's kind of not even fair to be able to carry that one and trip the 4 too.
No, yeah.
Something wrong with that.
Consolation prize here for the player that gets defeated will receive $1,400, $1,800 for third, $2,300 for second, and $3,000 for first. Dave playing right over the 5th arrow now.
Oh,
keeping it high and tight.
Woo. Back to back.
Yeah, and I wonder if Cam's intimidated by that. Looks like he might be.
I think it looks to me like Dave's trying to intimidate him with a little friendly banter after every shot.
Cam really respects the guys that have been bowling for a long time. He was actually coaching Eric Pollock on his re-entry last night. Cam with his own messenger.
Here, take that.
A lot of power here.
Oh, man. Crazy how much power that young man has.
This is a messenger pair right here.
Evidently.
Cam won the 11thframe.com Open right here on Inside Bowling. We covered that one last summer.
Yeah, that was about 2 minutes after he ran by my office at the 11th frame and said, I'll never win one of your major tournaments. And 2 frames later, he was a champion. That was tight.
Oh, a little bit more up the lane, a little
Yeah,
inside of
A
target.
little bit.
You're watching live coverage, 2025 Ebonite Winter Classic here at Cadillac XBC here in Waterloo, Iowa. Home of the PWBA Bowlers Journal Waterloo Open. Coming up June 5th through the 7th.
Yep, that's right.
Will you be working that event again?
No, but I'll be here.
You'll be around?
Yeah, I'll be around for sure. We enjoyed watching the women there when they were here for, 10 days or something like that summer before last. Enjoyed having them here in Waterloo. They enjoyed, I think, coming here and bowling at Cadillac. That was quite the event. Oh, flush.
Dave continues to impress.
No messenger.
He's switching bowling balls, but he's playing the lanes almost identical going across the house.
Yeah. Yeah, he said once he could get deep enough with this ball he's using now, he was very comfortable. Very comfortable is what he told me. That he's using the Ebonite bowling ball, and since this is the Ebonite tournament, so.
And wearing an Ebonite shirt bought
Yes.
from Inside Bowling. Don't forget you can save 15% with coupon code YouTube over at Inside Bowling. Would also like to thank our jersey sponsor, I Am Bowling. You save 25% over there with coupon code GIBA. Again, Dentlinger has been the story. He bowled 276, 279, 235, and 255 so far in his 4 matches to get the murderer's row of lefties, young lefties.
Yes.
Crow, Robarge, and Magnuson.
Ooh.
Now ring 7. .268 the max score right now for Cameron Crowe. Dave Dentlinger should still bowl 300.
You figured that out, did you?
I did.
Okay. Yeah.
How many 300s have there been this weekend? We
2,
had
I believe.
Baker
Yep.
and
Havlitter.
Yep.
Yep.
Bobby
Today.
Havlitter.
Yep. 2. 1-800.
Robarge 800.
Yep. Spencer Robarge had 800.
That was to open up last night, 806.
Yes. He almost shot 800. No, I guess not. He shot right at 800 for the next 4 after that, too. Yeah. Made it to 400 over for 7 games.
Dave with another strike. That's 5 in a row for Dentlinger. If you're Cam, you just got to keep making your shots.
Yep.
And expect Dave to not carry every ball, make an errant shot.
Something, yeah.
Something, yeah.
You just got to keep the pressure on, make good shots. There's really no defense. I mean, Cam is built good enough. He could probably go and try to tackle him, but I don't think that'd go over very well.
Here in the booth with me, my name is Mike Flanagan. We got our large amount of viewers right now, and Joe Engelkiss, our tournament director, who joins me every year in the booth.
Boy, he's got
Splits
a great
the 8-9.
Great look with that ball right now.
See Dave crossing 5th arrow. A little right of 5th arrow that time.
Well, see if Cam can get that 7-pin to go on this lane. Last one, I think he liked the shot pretty well, but did not carry the 7.
That was in. Held pocket.
Yeah.
A little bit in, though, I thought, on that one.
Yeah, he's shaking his head a little bit. Threw that pretty hard. A lot of speed.
That was a patented Cam
Yes,
shot there.
it was. Just get the left side of the head pin and watch him fly.
Got that one a little bit further
Yes,
left.
he did.
Which I think that's where he wanted it.
Yeah, I think that's, like I say, he turned around, he was shaking his head a little bit on the one in the 6th frame.
Still anybody's ball game here.
Certainly. 268 possible, 300 possible. Max scores.
Dentlinger on the front 6 has to keep the pedal to the metal because Cameron Crowe still has 268 left. That's in. It's a good one, though. It's in the zone that he likes it. Yeah.
Yeah, he got that to go down the lane real clean.
Yep, floated it through there nicely.
That ball is just magic inside.
Both players have a little bit of room right now.
Yes, they do. Becomes a matter of carry.
Another good one. Front 8 for Dinosaur Dave. This guy's a living artifact.
He's not a fossil yet, though.
No, he's not.
No, he's
You're right.
not.
Good call. If I had my soundboard, I'd have definitely played a sound there.
You're sitting a lot closer to a fossil than
Whoa, whoa, hey.
Oh.
Cam just needs to keep striking the 8th and the 9th. You never know.
Yep, that's right.
And a week 7
I got
is
that one in the in-between area. It wasn't quite as far left, but it wasn't far enough right.
the math is starting to hurt Cam now.
Yes, it is. 247 max now. I carried it out. Would have got it 2 ways there.
I mean, 247 is still a nice game.
Yes, it is. Just probably not going to be enough in this case.
Probably not.
It's not over yet.
.248, the magic number for Dentlinger. Looking for the front 9. Gets it.
Yep.
Well, that's going to
Now it's
solidify
over.
things. Yep. So Dentlinger,
Wow.
276 versus Blake Walsh. Then he bowled 279 against Kyle Rosenberg. Then he bowled a bad game against Jason Miner and bowled 235 and struck out to beat him by 4. Then he bowled 255 against Garrett Meadows, and now he's bowling Cameron Crowe with the front 9. Bowls 790 and then bowls 235. Oh, 235 was part of the 790. Then he
Yes.
bowls 255.
Right. Oh.
Oh, nice run for Dave Dentlinger.
Ah.
Dinosaur Dave continues to mow him down. He's going to be in the 270s. With a spare, of course. And you got to love Cam Crowe, who appreciates every bowler there is and just knows he just got beat today.
Yeah.
Cam didn't miss the pocket.
No, he threw the ball well. Couple 7 pins.
So Dave Dentlinger is going to take on Spencer Robars in the next match. Nice shot there by Cam. Cam's going to receive $1,400 for finishing 4th.
Yep.
That'll be a nice little bankroll to pay for his lodging in Reno.
Yep. Spencer coming up here won this tournament 2 years ago.
Sure did. Was it this one?
Yes.
Couldn't remember. 278
Back to
for
back 9
Dentlinger.
pins. Ah, good thing you're getting off that pair. Yeah, 247, and it's not going to be
Now,
enough.
Dentlinger's going to 21 and 22. He already bowled a match on that pair, and he bowled his lowest game tonight, 235
Yeah,
on that pair.
It took him 4 frames to find that pair. He had 2 splits in a row, but then he struck out after that once he found it.
Hats off to Cam for fast tracking it through here. Congratulations to Cam. Bright future. He's doing it right now out on the tour. Great bowler. Always good to have him in the field. 245 to 278. When we come back, we will have our semifinal match. Dave Dentlinger taking on Spencer Robarge. Be right back, everybody. All right, here we are, semifinal match of our Stepladder finals. Spencer Robarge, looking to win for the second time here, is taking on Dave Dittlinger. That one hooked early.
Oh, boy. Wow.
Now, we've actually seen, I saw some lefties come through this area here towards the end of the cashier's round this morning and experience early hook where the ball jumped early. Now, I'm not saying it was on this pair, but I saw Eric Pollock do it. I saw Julian do it as well. So I have seen some of this. Where the urethane ball just checks a little bit earlier. Spencer, I didn't watch all his practice shots. I was up here organizing some things, but
yeah, I didn't see him.
He can incorporate loft to eliminate that. That's something he likes to do, so something to look for in this match. Oh, trip 4-pin for Dave to start things out. This just might be Dinosaur Dave's day.
D-Rex, trip on the floor.
Yep, the old D-Rex.
Hard to beat when you got the messengers working and the trip 4s working.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of everything going
yes,
today.
Yes, he does. Then he's throwing a lot of really good flush ones. Fun to watch.
D-Dave with the double. So I'm anxious to see how Spencer's ball reacts in the first third of the lane on the right lane here. That's all I'm looking for, because if it gets through the first third of the lane, it just floats and he's good. The only thing Spencer I've seen him do is wrap a couple sevens here and there. But his ball reaction today wasn't as good as yesterday. And that was good. There was a little bit of loft incorporated there. I'm going to slow it down to quarter speed. We may not watch the whole shot, but I want to really watch. I want you to watch the loft here, everyone. It's a pretty slow speed, but I really just want to insinuate the loft.
Yeah, about 5 feet.
Yeah. Spencer's up, so we all know that this ball struck. I'm going to take this off the screen as soon as Spencer starts. There we go.
Oh, yeah, that was more loft.
Yeah,
that
and
was even more. Yeah.
And I thought that would
That
be
was
the
like
adjustment.
6 to 8 foot. There.
Yeah, I thought that would definitely be the adjustment for Spencer when he saw it hook early. He likes to get it in the air.
Yeah, that was halfway to the arrows.
Perfect adjustment.
Yep, that flushed it.
That's knowing your game.
Yep.
Spencer in the pitch black. I don't think he's used any other ball all weekend.
Ooh.
Dave with the, I don't know if we'd call that a fast 8 or not.
It was almost 479. 9 fell out late.
Probably not a fast 8 on that one.
No.
Championship match will take place on lanes 19 and 20, which has been a bit of a tricky pair for the right-handed players. We were talking earlier about that, and I told you, Joe, I said we probably won't even have to worry about it with the lefties we have. We may not need a right-hander bowling on that pair.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
They've been sitting for quite a while, though, and Dave is playing quite a bit deeper than the folks that were having trouble with the wiggle down lane. But don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves and put Dave in the final yet.
No.
Because Spencer's going to be a handful. I do think it's going to take 250 plus to win this game.
Ooh.
Good shot from Dave.
Yep.
He's kind of carrying everything. That's okay. That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Oh. Kick the 7.
And this weekend, we've seen him throw a lot of pins at the 7 pin. It's a wrap 7, and then he gets some help.
Yep.
Good pin action right there.
Very nice.
When Spencer has that going on, he's in the 270s usually. 250s to 270s. Nice shot from Spencer.
Yep.
What ball is Dave throwing? Do you know what ball it is?
It's the 1 reverb.
The
Ebonite
one
reverb.
reverb. Okay.
Yep.
I had somebody ask
Yep.
in the chat room.
It's a magic ball when you can play deep. Hey. Always.
See you Tuesday.
Yeah, good luck.
Travel safe. Yeah, I'll be there Tuesday. I'm in. Yep, you too.
Good luck.
See you, Cam.
Next 2 weeks.
All right, so Dave here. He's keep striking. 278 the max. Robarge can bowl 290.
Oh, there's
Now he 4-9. So this right lane is hooking.
Yeah, he's having trouble getting far enough left on that lane. Actually, all 3 shots have been a little high.
And in my opinion now at this point, really, I mean, Dave almost has to make this.
Yep.
He's going to have to about go sheet.
Ooh, almost.
Foul light went off.
Did it?
Yeah. I don't know if you want to make a call on this, Joe. Bring up a replay.
Oh, he's been way behind it. Way behind the line.
That's not a foul, Dave. That wasn't a foul. We looked.
Yeah, he was foot behind.
Spencer agrees.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dave here can bowl 246 if he goes off the sheet. He's got a good ball reaction. He's just going to have to make adjustment on the right lane. If he can carry every shot on the left lane, can make a little adjustment on the right lane and guess correctly, he can get to 246.
Mm-hmm.
That would that may not be enough
Yeah.
with the way Spencer's throwing it right now.
Oop.
Now Dave is in big
Yeah,
trouble.
That was in. That got down early inside. Quite the run, but I think it's going to probably be over.
Spencer with the 7-pin there. Needs to avoid any open frames. Nice spare from Spencer.
Got a very solid spare game. Very solid.
The best Denlinger can do is 223. Spencer needs 224. Going at a 229 pace.
Right.
Nice one from Spencer.
There you got it.
Dave figured out the right lane.
Yes, he did.
Couple frames too late.
Ooh. He hadn't left many of those.
No.
Second one I can remember.
Good run for Dave Dentlinger
Yes,
in
it was.
improving his finishing position from 9th all the way to 3rd. 9th receives $750, 3rd $1,800. So he's won $1,050 by bowling these matches here today. Dave can still win if Spencer goes open, open, open. That would take maybe like pockets 710,
Yeah,
pocket
something
710,
like that,
pocket
yeah.
710.
Something like that. Nope. That'll pretty much do it.
Little ring 7 there. 248 still left out there for Spencer.
Yeah, that's wrapped up the match, so he can miss it and
Yep.
go 0-0 and still win.
Correct. Yep. No more math to do.
No.
This one is over. Dave is 3rd. Spencer gets the bowl for the title again. It's really the shots in the 5th and the 6th that really got Dave. Both shots
Yeah.
went high.
Oh,
And
another high one.
Another 4-7.
That was more of a fast 8 that
Yep.
time.
He's left that twice.
Yeah.
Left it in the 3rd frame. Now on the 9th frame. Both on the same lane. Just this pair got him.
Yeah. That's the 3rd game he bowled on that pair today, and I got a feeling he might have hurt his own shot a little bit, bowling that many shots in the same area.
Yeah, he only bowled 235, his low game out
Right.
of all his games so far today on
Yeah.
this pair, and comes back over to it and is going to be sub 200. Guys are going to fast track out. Title match will take place on lanes 19 and 20. Kevin Magnuson hasn't bowled in about 4 hours. Well, 3.5. Spencer's going to be in the 230s. $191 for Dave. And Spencer bowls 237.
Yep.
All right, we got our final coming up here. It's going to be Spencer Robars taking on Kevin Magnuson. A battle of southpaws, both using urethane more than likely. Coming up on lanes 19 and 20. We'll have it for you next right here on Inside Bowling. All right, everybody. We're getting ready for our championship match here. We've got the Phenom here in Spencer Rollbars taking on the man from Cali. What's up? No, I'm just talking to the audience. I said taking on the man from Cali, Kevin Magnuson, and he just looked up here. Huh? What do you need? I'm from Cali. Maybe that'll settle him down here a little bit.
Hopefully.
All right, looks like match is going to get underway.
Yep.
Spencer's going to start on the left lane. Kevin had the lane choice here. And he elects Spencer to start the match. Spencer with the loft, and that's a perfect opening shot for Spencer Rollbars. That is just pure Spencer Rollbars, 100%. He's in his pitch black, his favorite ball, which he's been able to use here. When he joins the PBA, he won't be able to use that ball. His purple hammer also won't be allowed there.
Yep.
But Kevin Magnuson using the purple hammer here. So he goes to St. Ambrose. He is not on the varsity team, we've been told. He was for a little while, got bumped down when Lucas Finley became eligible again to bowl. Coach Eric Littig is here helping him out. And here's his opening shot. And that right there is going to let him breathe a little bit easier. He's a little nervous today. This is probably his biggest moment in his career. Let's take a look at him again. He's got a great style. Two-handed style, gets down and through it. Look at that arm out for balance.
Yep. He's gets a lot on it.
Really impressive. And the thing that I
nice.
learned here, Joe, is the fact that in college bowling, you have so much talent coming into your program that a guy like this,
Yeah.
who can lead a field like this
Exactly.
can't make the varsity squad.
Uh-huh.
That is mind-blowing to
It
me.
is.
And from everything Eric tells us, this kid is just totally all about it. He's a team player, no problem.
Yeah, it's cool.
He's one of the clowns on the team, I was told as well. He's got a great personality.
Yeah.
Kevin Magnuson, the world, you meet him here, right here in this championship match, taking on Spencer. He's got that hesitation first step. I love it.
Ooh.
All right, little wrap 7. That was a good one. He and Spencer are playing about the same part of the lane. This is the one. This is the one here that can get you.
Yep.
This is the.
Well, if you got the nerves going, this is tough.
Yeah. So if you got the nerves, first of all, making a shot to hit the pocket,
Right.
that was the first hurdle. The second hurdle is when you leave a spare, you got to make it.
Yep. Oh, yep.
And that's what's tough about this.
Yeah.
He's a freshman,
Yeah.
which means what? He's 18.
18 probably, yeah.
Biggest tournament of his life. And if you're Spencer Robarge, you're not taking that for granted by any
No.
means, but you like to see it.
Yeah.
Robarge just needs to carry on both lanes here. Remember, he did go high on his first shot when he moved on to our championship, and it was because he threw it into the lane a little too much, went high for a
That was
3-6-10,
flush.
or a 4, what was it, a 2-4-7
Yeah,
for a lefty.
247 for lefty, yeah.
But that was beautiful, as you said, Joe.
Yeah,
That's,
that was a great shot.
the heads are hooking a little bit here, so Spencer using, his A game here, going right over it. Oh, and he gets the little can opener on the 7-pin
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Take a look at that one more time. This is the one where Spencer's like off his hand. Oh, that's a flat 7. That's a flat 7.
And it
Oh,
was,
I'll
but
take it.
something got there.
All right, here we go. All right, Kevin, let's get back on it here. Let's continue to hit the 1-2. You got to throw away that last shot. You just got to flush it. You got to get rid of it as like it didn't even happen.
Just started up again.
That's a beautiful
Oh,
shot.
great shot. Snap that. When you see that 4 snap the 7 out like that, you know you got a good look going on.
If I had a son, and I don't, and he was left-handed, I wouldn't mind him replicating this game right here.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
A lot of power from.
Yeah. Uses his legs really well, gets down the line,
He's a string bean.
extending. Yep.
Somebody earlier in the chat said he looks like one of the kids from Sandlot, by the way. Don't know which one.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Left a 7-pin over here the last time. And Robarge can opener the 7-pin on the left
Obviously,
lane.
it's a little bit tighter down lane,
Yeah,
which typically this pair plays that way. 19's
That's
always,
pretty good. He got a handful
Yes,
of that
he
one.
did. 19's always tighter than 20.
That was a nasty shot right there.
Even on the league shot, he always played 19 a board tighter.
I'm impressed with the 2 shots he's come back with.
Yes.
Kid's got moxie.
Yes, he does.
He's 1 shot away from being right back into this match.
Yep. Yeah, he stepped up and made 2 great shots there.
I love the shot in the left lane.
Mm-hmm.
It went through the pin so good.
Yep.
Spencer is
Ooh.
just a giant, though.
Yeah.
This is kind of like David versus Goliath. I mean, it really is.
Yeah.
Take a look at Spencer's shot. He's feeling it.
Mm-hmm.
And I love Spencer Robars, by the way.
Oh, he's a great kid.
From the Show Me State, the great Show Me State, like myself. Springfield, Missouri area. Good friends with Boog Kroll.
Did you just say great like myself?
No, from the Show Me State. I am great, though, Joe.
I knew that.
You do know I think the world of
I
myself.
knew that. I knew that. That's got to be a flat seven.
Yep, it was. I did say the word great, though. He's
Yes,
from the
you did.
great Show Me
Yes,
State,
you did.
like myself. That's a Bo Burton one there, too. And Schenkel, those guys would talk about all the...
Oh, yeah.
He's a show me guy, Chris. In Indianapolis would always say a Hoosier.
All right.
He's got a Hoosier here.
Yeah.
It's all about the people, Chris. It's all about the people in Indianapolis. Robars makes the 7-pin, so both players using urethane, different companies here. Both have hit the pocket every single time. Both players have left a 7-pin so far. Spencer made his. Kevin did not. Now, when you're going lane to lane here, Joe, you got to always be focused. On the left lane, because it's a little tighter, it seemed to me that he threw it more in the lane with more revolutions and shaped it on the left lane.
Yep.
I think if he does this on the right lane,
It's going to go high.
it's gonna it could 6-pin or worse,
Yeah, it'll
right?
go high.
So he needs to make sure he understands what lane he's on
Right.
here. It's easy to forget. You got so much going on. This is the fastest game he's going to ever bowl in his life so far.
Yeah, they fly by. They fly by the frames. Oh, another ring 7. He certainly didn't grab it.
That looked a little bit further in to me, but I'm not.
Yeah, a little bit more shape to that one, maybe. A little bit.
Looked like his laydown was a little bit further to the right, but hey, you know.
It was close, but
Oh, it was a great shot. Yeah. That's what's going to happen. You hit the pocket every time with these urethane balls. You're going to not carry 2 or 3 a game typically.
right. There you go.
There's a moral victory.
Yes. That might relax him more than anything. Got that one wide.
Yeah, it's on the lane that's tighter. Leaves the bucket here.
Ooh.
Minus the 9-pin. He's working quickly here.
You can't go that fast with these these pin setters.
Great spare.
Good spare. Good spare.
Well, being from California, on their flag it says Eureka, which is in the Greek word for I have found it. And he needs to
Found it.
find it. Yeah, absolutely.
Throw the flag out there.
I was prepared to use that I was waiting for him to strike on that lane. I was
Oh.
going to use that
Yeah.
because we were talking about the show me guy versus the Golden State guy.
Yeah.
Rollbars here. This is he's been here many times.
Yep.
He knows it's his if he makes shots.
Yeah, lots of experience here.
Great
Ooh,
loft,
he got
4
the
into 7.
out.
You know, you talk about that bet you win pot as we watch Robarge throw this shot. Our tournament leader here, Kevin, he didn't, I don't know why that just did that. He didn't get in the bet you win pot, which means when he signed up for the tournament, he didn't think he could win the tournament.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a telling.
Yep, that's true.
But you know what? He's going to get a lot of confidence from this no matter what happens. And he's not out of the match yet.
No.
Still bowl 234. This is no gimme here. This left lane here, Spencer doesn't love it. Looks like he's moved a little left. I think he's going to go a little more up at it.
Look like it.
Another
Still
7-pin. Yep.
This lane just always plays tighter.
Spencer doesn't have to finish on that lane.
Yeah, I was a little surprised that Kevin chose to finish on that lane because it's definitely the tougher carry of the two.
Spencer hits it right in the eyeball.
Yeah.
So Spencer going at a 229 pace, right? We got 234 left for young Kevin Magnuson.
Yep, he needs these two to put a little bit of pressure on.
I want to welcome in all 1,000 viewers watching. We got a big audience right here, Joe. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Thank you very much.
Be sure to check out Joe's website, giba-bowling.com. Find out more information about all the great events they run up here. You should come up and bowl, everybody, if you have the opportunity. 7th frame here, young Kevin Magnuson.
That
Boom,
was
daddy.
solid.
There you go.
Great shot. Very nice shot.
That one got further left. That one shaped.
Really good shape on that shot.
Now, I want him to throw the shot over here on the left lane that he threw in the 4th.
Yes.
I mean, he absolutely pured the one in the 4th.
Yeah, he definitely aced that one.
He's bowled a pretty good game. He missed the one spare in there.
Yeah.
He's got one shot that he gassed on this lane the last time. Never came back. This is the lane you gotta be slow and throw it into the lane.
Yep. Gotta let it have a chance to make the move.
He threw it into the lane, but it just got a little left.
Yeah. Yeah.
The one he threw so good just seemed a little softer. Ball slowed down.
It did. It definitely did. That one was probably just a little bit more speed.
Covers a spare. So now the math is getting tough for young Kevin.
Yes, it is.
214 is what he can bowl. Spencer needs 215 for the W.
Yeah, Spencer'd have to make a big mistake, and I don't foresee that happening.
Spencer goes to Wichita State. I failed to mention that. He's a senior. He's anchoring the squad. Most weeks, not all the time, but most weeks.
Yeah.
I just came from the Hoosier Classic last weekend, and he was anchoring.
Sure. Oh,
And there's that 710.
He got that one a little wider.
Yeah, we got two players using urethane, playing similar lines. High rev rates means that bowling ball is picking up a lot of oil on the same part of the ball that it's rolling over. They don't flare very much.
Right.
And they are continuing to get tighter and tighter down lane for both players as we move on. We've seen Kevin on the left lane leave the bucket. He just left a 3-pin. Now Spencer's leaving a 7-10 on the right lane. Pins can bounce here.
Well, that makes it a little more interesting.
It does.
22-pin match now.
Yeah, going at a 216 pace. 214 the max now for Kevin. And Spencer here has a big shot here in the 9th.
Yeah, this lane has not been kind to Spencer.
Taking a re-rack,
Yeah.
which is a veteran move here. I like it.
Yeah. Calm the nerves a little. Slow yourself down, especially on this lane.
These guys have bowled a lot of games here this weekend.
Yeah.
And, you know, these are the number 1 and number 2 seeds. So these guys have sat for quite a while today to get restarted here. Robar's just won the last match, but here we go, 9th frame. Big shot here for Spencer. Oh, he gave it all the business. And it came in light.
Still didn't make the move.
Yeah. And Kevin's got to finish on that lane.
Yeah. Spencer's fortunate he doesn't have to finish on that lane.
Yeah, but he has to finish on the lane where he left the 7-10. So
that is true.
Right now it's
Yeah, that's true.
Spencer's in the driver's seat here. He'll cover this spare. And he'll need a mark in the 10th frame if Kevin strikes out. Spencer is so good at throwing in his spares like that.
Yes.
Every time I see a bowler do that, it freaks me out.
Yeah. He's got the.
It's modern.
It's different. The modern.
Yeah, it
way
is
of
modern.
shooting.
It's like new math they
Yeah,
teach in
yeah.
school. This is how you pick spares now.
Yeah.
All right, Kevin from California. Let's see if we can get some Eureka going here.
Strike out and put a little pressure on. If he strikes out, he can force Spencer to get 1 strike in the 10th, either the first ball or the second ball. Oh, great shot. Absolutely perfect. He's crushed it.
Take a look at that again. Just inside of the 3rd arrow. Out to about the 10th board.
Yep, he liked it.
So here we go, left lane. He can bowl 214. If Spencer goes 9 spare strike, that's 215, isn't it?
Right. He's got to have a strike on one of the other shots if Kevin strikes out.
Yep.
He would have to throw 1 strike in the
He
10th.
would have to throw 1. Yeah, this got tight, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
I go back to the 2nd frame, the 7-pin miss.
Yep.
See what he does here on the left lane. Needs to throw it like he did in the 4th frame.
That's better.
It's way better. Oh, wow.
That's better.
Flushed it.
He went up the back of the ball a little more, did not.
Threw it right into the lane.
Yes, he got it started earlier.
It just didn't get as far left.
Yep.
Man, what a great shot. What a great shot.
That was
Kevin from California.
Perfect.
He Eureka'd it.
Eureka.
He found it.
Yes, he did.
He found it in the 4th frame, lost it for the 6th and the 8th, but he's now refound it in the 10th. Taking his time. I love this. Got to calm the nerves, get the heart rate down.
Yep.
Because he doesn't want to fire it, right?
No, it's not on this lane.
No, you don't want to fire here. You got to shape it. You got to place it.
You got to use that memory of the last shot. Just make another one just like it.
Oh, that's way
it's
wide.
way left.
Oh, it gets
Oh, my
away with
goodness.
it. Area check. Oh my.
Oh my goodness.
Folks,
He must have grabbed a mitt full of that.
look
baby.
at this. This convinces me you can't throw it in the gutter on this pattern. Watch this. I know he kind of blocks it, but that is hanging off the 2 board.
Wow. That
Whoa.
was a huge break.
Whoa.
Huge break.
That's pure power.
Yes, it is.
That is pure power.
He absolutely
Wowzers.
gave it all. He gave that one to business.
Now again, all this work. All this work.
This is a critical shot.
Yes. All this work, and his work ain't done.
No. He's got to strike 1 more time. That forces Spencer to get a strike on one of the 2 shots.
If you're Robars, you just got to be thinking, how is this match this close?
Yeah, exactly.
So where's he going to put this one? Is he going to go way wide with it again?
Well, he went pretty wide, but not enough speed.
He gets 9. Okay.
9 spare 9's still a winner now.
Wow. Okay, well, this is the 7-10 lane for Spencer. I don't want to speak that into existence. I have no fight in the game. I love both these guys.
Yep.
I have no fight in this battle, but here we go. 213 for Kevin.
Can't afford less than 9 on this shot.
And see, Spencer's A game is this loft, so it doesn't hook early, right? But when you loft it, you're projecting it down lane to a spot that's not hooking.
Yeah.
So what does Spencer do? Does he cheat with his feet? Does he throw it more into the lane? What is he going to do?
This is interesting. Because if he does what he did last time on this lane, he's liable to leave that 7-10 again.
I would say he's 80% to win the tournament right now.
I would say so. He lofted it.
And there's a strike right there.
That should probably do it. He needs 9 pins in 2 shots. 8 pins, actually, in 2 shots.
Yep, 8 on 2, so he should be good. Yeah. I predict he's going to ring a 7 here because he's going to jam it in there, and that's going to take down the title, and he's going to win again here in Iowa.
Yeah. What a match, though. What a comeback by Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin's going to be able to build from this.
Yes, he will.
I'm really proud of him.
That's a great finish for Kevin Magnuson.
Robarge won in 2023 in February. Stubler won last year here in February.
Yes, he did. Oh.
Spencer Robarge, your champion here
Yes,
today.
he
He's a
is.
2-time champion up here in your major tournaments. Joe, other 2-time champions, we've got Casey Murphy has won a couple. Tom Hess has won, I think, 3 times.
3 times, yeah.
Dave Barris, I believe, has won twice.
Yep.
Nate Stubler's won twice. And now Spencer Robarge has won twice.
Yep.
Rarefied Air, great company. Spencer Robarge from Missouri takes it down. But congratulations to our man Kevin Magnuson on a great showing here today in a great tournament. He will be able to build from this. He'll watch this match back. And Kevin, if you're still watching when you watch it back, congratulations, young man. Great bowling. You're just a freshman, man. You got a bright future ahead of you. Keep working at your game. All right, I'm going to try to get Spencer up here. Get my man Spence. Another show me. I got no soundboard, so be careful when you pick that up. I forgot my soundboard this weekend.
You're good.
All right, let's bring it into the booth here. 2 years ago, we were sitting here. You won this tournament. Last year, Nate Stubler won. You're back again this year. You win it again. How awesome is that?
Very. We weren't even sure if we were going to be able to come. I think that was the same case 2 years ago. So, I don't know. It's just it's nice to come back to Iowa. It's nice to bowl good in Iowa, and it's fun.
Yeah, I'll tell you, yesterday, I watched everybody, I watched every ball go down the lane, the whole tournament. And the look on the left was pretty good, right? Especially with the urethane ball. And when you came in last night, I'm like, I text Aaron Smith and said, I think you might set the all-time scoring record for 7 games, okay? And Aaron Smith said to me from USBC, if Spencer's averaging between 278 and 284, give me a call. The United States Bowling Congress doesn't have a 7-game record on their website available. So, but I thought you would just crush them yesterday. But this morning you came in and you didn't bowl really a lot. You were averaging like 220 most of the morning. What was the difference between yesterday and today?
So much more urethane on my side of the head pin today, and they just got tight in front of the head pin. And the hits that got the 7 out yesterday didn't get them out today. And I kept trying to chase it right. I kept trying to throw it slower, and I just 7-pinned harder. So fortunately, I bowled good last night and gave myself enough of a cushion. But they got a little bit better. The first match we bowled, they seemed more like what we saw yesterday. But that title match, that pair they were tight, and I knew that it was going to be a grind. So.
Yeah, you got off to an early lead against this young Kevin Magnuson guy that doesn't even make the varsity team for his school, right? And, you know, he's nervous as can be. I called it kind of David versus Goliath because even though you're 23, right?
22.
22.
Yeah.
Even though you're 22, you're like a 50-year-old bowler because you've just got so much experience, right, in situations. And, you know, in that match, you got off to this early lead. He misses the 7-pin, nerves, whatever. Did you think this match was going to get that close later on?
No. I figured that I would 7-pin probably every shot on the left lane.
Okay.
Because I kept trying to get after it and get
Right.
after it, and I couldn't get it down. The one that 7-10, I was ready to turn around. I thought it was perfect.
Yeah.
And, you know, I was pleased that the one in the 9th got 9 because I knew he was going to have to throw at least a triple to make me show up. But I knew I was going back on that lane, and I wasn't going to 7-10 again.
Yeah. So what do, right? Take us through your process, okay? I'm up here watching this thing. You guys are left-handed. You guys are both throwing your urethane bowling balls. You're not going to get out of them at all.
Yeah.
I saw your very first shot in the semifinal match. You went high for a 2-4-7. And then I thought you incorporated a little more loft.
Yeah.
Is that what you did because you saw it hook early?
Yeah, I cheated one right, and I got it over the front just a hair, which was the same move I had yesterday.
Yeah.
Every time one hooked, that's pretty much what I did. So.
That's what you're really, really good at.
Yeah. Even though it was weird because I wasn't able to loft them as much as I normally can this week. Or not week, but weekend.
Yeah.
Last time that I bowled here, I just kept throwing it further and further down the lane. And this weekend, that didn't seem to work. So. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you bowled awesome. I just don't know what you're supposed to do when they hook in the fronts and you're throwing urethane and you're throwing against a guy who's throwing urethane and they just keep stretching and stretching. I mean, you can't go to reactive ball. I mean, you just got to just keep doing what you can and hopefully bowl 220.
Yeah. You just stay close and make your spares. That's the biggest thing.
Well, congratulations again. I want to ask you a couple questions about where you're at in life and bowling and stuff like that before I let you get out of here.
For sure.
So Wichita State right now, that's the focus, right?
Yep.
You guys got your sectionals coming up.
Yep.
And then nationals. I'm sure you guys will make it to nationals. You're a senior now?
Yes.
Right? This is it?
Yep.
No more school for you?
Not for right now.
Okay, so you're going to graduate?
Yeah.
Everything on time?
Yeah. I'm going to get my 2 degrees and then
2 degrees?
Yeah. I'm getting a business management degree and then an HR degree as well.
Okay, great. So then, okay, so hopefully you guys win a national championship. You ride off into the sunset like John Elway or any of these other people that have done that,
yeah,
right?
Be beautiful.
That would be beautiful. And then, okay, oh crap, it's going to be June. Then what's for Spencer Robarge?
Get my card immediately and just start bowling regionals and getting ready, assuming I know the schedule's a little wonky right now, but, you know, getting ready for tour trials or whatever is coming.
Yeah, whatever next year holds. Yeah,
whatever's coming down that. But get my card immediately, and I just want to start hitting the regional tour as hard as I can. And hopefully, you know, I don't know a whole lot of how it all works, but hopefully get, you know, qualified for the RPI. I know that's in December or January.
Yep.
And just go from there and see what we can do.
So full-time bowler.
Ideally, I've got some stuff lined up at home that I'll be able to do in case if tour trials were to go poorly or you know, if the decision's made on my part that maybe that's not what I want to do. But as of right now, that's what I want to do. So,
what do you think you need to work on once college is over, right? Because those college patterns are their own beast and all that, and you've kind of had to navigate that the last 4 years or so, plus the tournaments you go and bowl. But the tour is completely different than college bowling tournaments. What do you think you need to work on, and have you thought about what you're going to do or who you're going to work with to get yourself tour ready?
So the biggest thing that when I got to college that I felt like I struggled with was throwing reactive balls. And I've gotten to the point where when we're practicing, I don't throw don't throw urethane balls anymore. I just throw the reactive balls. And I feel pretty confident. Obviously, I didn't throw them at all this weekend, but I threw a pretty good amount of practice shots over there with the reactive balls. And, you know, I feel like for me, whenever I'm trying to get ready for something, I should not touch a urethane ball until I walk into the bowling center. So I feel like that's probably one of them. The other side of it is throwing it slower, which I've been working on quite a bit in the last 2 or 3 months. I think last year the speed would have been like 19 and a half, and was throwing about 16.5, 17 today. It's not as slow as I want to be able to throw it, but it's, you know, a step in the right direction. And more time will get me further along in that. And then obviously they play a little bit different, the breakdown a little bit different.
Yeah.
I was sad that I'm not going to get to bowl any other stops beside the Masters and the Open. I was hoping to sneak a couple of the PBA stops in, just to get some experience and maybe cash a check. But it's just going to be a learning process. It's just going to take some time, and I'm more than committed to giving it that time. There's not a whole lot of people that go out and win in their first, tournament or a couple of tournaments or whatever. So.
But you had that incredible run in Reno.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of got that under your belt, too, that show.
Yeah, I mean, I think that certainly helps. I think it showed me that I can compete. And I know that, I know what I'm capable of doing. It's just a matter of going out and making it happen. And I'm committed to working as hard as I can, doing everything I can to make that happen, because that's my dream and that's what I want to do.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome. I will say that I feel like when you were a youth bowler and then when you made that show, I thought you were on this like massive upswing, like really, and I've said it. I even made it a comment. I think you're going to win 10 titles on the PBA Tour. You're from Missouri.
Yeah.
You're, Steve Orff is a good friend of mine. He thinks the world of you. All these St. Louis guys were show me guys, as Bo Burton would say from back in the day. Missouri has this great history of bowlers.
Right.
And you make me proud when you go out there and bowl. We have a little bit of a relationship. But I will tell you, man, during college, I feel like I've been waiting for you to take this next step when you go and bowl something. And I haven't quite seen, you have that one really big event out there in Reno. And I've been waiting for you to come back and come back and come back. I watch you bowl Springfield. I watch you bowl here. And it hasn't happened yet. And I started thinking to myself, man, when is Spencer going to have this next moment, right?
Yeah.
We've had a couple moments here on this network.
Yeah.
You've won here twice, whatever. You're bowling great in college. But I think the world of your game, and I hope whatever it is that you need, because out on tour, you got to be able to throw reactive and urethane, and you acknowledge that, right? You're a beast with urethane. But there's a lot of other beasts out there with urethane, too. As soon as you can complete all that and put it all together, I still believe you can go on to have a great career, live out your dream, be a professional bowler. And if there's anything I can do, I mean, you've got an unbelievable support system. You have access to every coach in the world. I suggest you go out. Utilize all those resources. You got your homies in Springfield that'll take care of you too. You got your head on straight. You got a great family support system. And I just think that I think the world of you. We haven't had a chance to really sit down and talk about it. We're talking about it publicly here.
Yeah.
But to be able to see you come out here on a bit of a score fest weekend, crush them. They were pretty tough when you won a couple years ago. You can do it all. Sky's the limit for you. Get through your college tournaments. Go out on tour. I can't wait to watch you. And I wish you nothing but the best, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my mom. I'd like to thank my brother. And I'd like to thank everybody from my group that wanted to watch. I know I had some faithful watchers. So thank you, everyone, for watching. And, just everybody in Wichita and Springfield. Wichita State guys, I know they were bowling the regional. I look forward to seeing how they all bowled because they were bowling match play when we were bowling match play. So, just all of those guys. And Jacob White and Braden Malish came up here with us this weekend. It was the three of us, and I think we had a pretty good time. And now we're all going to go get in the car and drive our 7 hours home.
Yeah, boy, it is kind of long. I got a 5-hour drive and 7. I mean, I wish it was like 3.5.
Yeah.
I wish it was like driving to Springfield, to be honest. But anyway, you guys take it easy. Drive safe. Good luck to you, Spencer.
Thank you.
Congratulations again, my man.
Thank you.
And I know this won't be the last time I see you on an Inside Bowling Stream winning some tournament. And I just can't wait to cover you on Bowl TV and be able to watch Spencer making shots over the next few years and do the best you can out there, too.
Yes, sir.
All right, man.
Thanks so much.
Thanks so much. That's Spencer Robar spending some time with me up here. Take it out to the lanes. I'll finish this up. And, again, your champion is Spencer Robar's 2-time champion of the Greater Iowa Tournaments. Folks, it's been a great weekend. I hope you enjoyed that interview with Spencer Robars. I do think the world of that young man, and I also think the world of our runner-up. I can't wait to see what he does moving forward. I got to hit the road. I got to get out of here. I suggest if you're not subscribed to Bowl TV that you do subscribe if you want to listen to me some more. Starting on Wednesday in Reno, the Mike Albee Nevada Classic. I'll be on Bowl TV there. And the Masters, several other events. I'll be part of the World Series, so make sure you subscribe to Bowl TV. And stay tuned for our next broadcast here on Inside Bowling. We've got a couple more booked this summer. And, of course, we always love coming up to Iowa to Cadillac XBC and Maple Lanes. I want to thank everybody that makes this possible. Joe, of course, for bringing me in to do these events many years ago. And, of course, all the support we get up here in Waterloo. Don't forget to support the sponsors. Once again, they're listed below in the comment section there underneath in the description of this YouTube video. Make sure you support the sponsors. We certainly would appreciate the opportunity to earn your business at InsideBowling.com as well. Don't forget on all the apparel, you can save 15% with coupon code YouTube. So for Joe Engelkiss, Rosie Engelkiss, and for Jennifer Wittenberg and the entire staff here at Cadillac XBC, host of the PWBA Bowlers Journal Waterloo Open, June 5th through the 7th. You have an opportunity to come up and watch some of the greatest PWBA or the greatest lady bowlers in the world, and being that pro-am, make sure you do support that as well. My name is Mike Flanagan. We've been doing this for 14 years up here. I cannot believe it. I love coming up here to Iowa with everybody else that comes up. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll see you on our next broadcast. Everybody be safe out there and have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. This has been a broadcast on Inside Bowling on YouTube, the Ebonite Winter Classic Finals 2025 edition. Spencer Robar is your champion.